everyone, to a divisional matchup here in Los Angeles. It is the 14-2 Los Angeles Rams going against their divisional rival, the 12-4 Seattle Seahawks. Now, it wasn't until a couple weeks ago that the Rams had a win in the last 7 matchups over this team, and they did it 3 weeks ago now. Counting the wild card, that is. So 3 weeks ago that the Rams beat this team. They're looking to take the fight to them today. Let's get fired up here as once again it is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams in a big-time rivalry matchup. On the return is Tyler Lockett. These games are always so exciting against the Seahawks, although they can be infuriating at times. Here is Russell Wilson, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, over 4,000 yards. Very good season for Russell Wilson, tons of touchdowns, great completion percentage. But on 1st and 10, he goes down, sacked. Michael Brockers into the backfield for a loss of 10. This is a great start for the Rams defense. 2nd and 20, that pass will sail over the helmet of a Seattle Seahawk. And now let's take a look at their offense. Their offensive line is pretty much average, but they do hold the best rushing offense in the league with Thomas Rawls, and we have the best rushing defense in the league. So this is a fantastic matchup. 3rd and 20 here. That pass is caught by Rawls, and he'll pick up all 20 yards and more. Fantastic play by Rawls to get open there in the flat. Though Rawls will go for nowhere on the next play, let's take a look now at the best defense in football. Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers, Dominic Easley, Shane Ray, Mark Barron, Malcolm Randall, Connor Barwin, and then in the secondary, Ronald Darby, Jordan Lewis, LaMarcus Joyner, John Johnson III, with Nikel Roby-Coleman in the slot, and Marcus Calhoun in the dime position. And then on 2nd and 10, up the middle goes Rawls for a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 7 here. Wilson rolling out, tries to make a man miss, but he is buried there by John Johnson III. So 4th and 4, John Ryan back to kick. And this punt will sail out of bounds at the 23. Not a great punt at all. And this is where Kerry Davidson will start. 27 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 3,287 yards, and a 77.5 completion percentage. Very efficient quarterback. I say this every week. He gets the job done, and that's what matters. So right there, that will be a loss thanks to Malik McDowell on Todd Gurley. Then the next play, Gurley will pick up 3 yards, so that will force a 3rd and 8. But now let's take a look at the Rams offense. Still an offensive line just chugging away, along with Todd Gurley in the backfield. We've just got to feed him. And Tavon Austin and Robert Woods specifically had a huge game 3 weeks ago against the Seahawks, as Cooper Kupp, unable to hold on through the hit, will make the Rams punt the ball right back to the Seahawks. And here on the return is Tyler Lockett making a man miss and driving his way up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, great starting field position for Wilson. He will roll out, take off, and slide as Connor Barwin scared him down. Now 2nd and 6, here is Thomas Rawls off the left side. He is stopped for no gain. 3rd and 6 now for the Seahawks. Wilson taking off again. This time he slides after picking up the 1st down and gets down into Los Angeles territory. 1st and 10 once again. Pass underneath is dropped by Jimmy Graham. Hit as he was catching the ball, so it bounced incomplete. Now 2nd and 10, strong throw over the middle. That is caught for a 1st down, and extending this drive is Russell Wilson through the air. 1st and 10, that is Thomas Rawls bouncing around. Only 4 rushes for 1 yard here to start off the game for Thomas Rawls. He is struggling. This is what I like to see. 3rd and 9 after a 3-yard gain. This is Wilson rolling out once again, taking off with it. Jukes a man out. I believe that was Malcolm Randall getting his ankles broken, as Wilson has another 1st down on the ground. Here is Thomas Rawls running right down the middle of the defense for a gain of 6. Now 2nd and 4, a toss to Thomas Rawls, trying at the outside, but he is stuffed there by a series of Rams. Now 3rd and 4, now in the 2nd quarter. Quick pass to Jimmy Graham. Over the middle is dropped. Jimmy Graham, the past 2 times, the last time the Rams played the Seahawks, he struggled to catch footballs, as Adam Vinatieri, the old man, adds 3 to the Seahawks score to make it 3-0 Seattle. And now back on the return is Courtney Tharp, and he will bring this one out to the 30-yard line after juking a man out. Now 1st and 10, pass over the middle is caught by Robert Woods. He'll make the grab and dip underneath for the 1st down. 1st and 10, strong pass over the middle again. That is Cooper Kupp on the post, and he's across midfield into Seattle territory. 1st and 10 once more. That pass is broken up there, nearly intercepted, intended for Tavon Austin. On 2nd and 10, Davidson trying to squeeze that one down the seam to Lee Smith, but once again it is broken up. So now on 3rd and 10, that one down the seam, and that time it is caught by Cooper Kupp with the sure hands. 1st and 10, play action fake, wide open is Robert Woods. He does it again. 2 touchdowns in the last game, and he's going to start off this game with 1 perfect pass, perfect play action fake from Kerry Davidson to get the defense to bite And then just over the top was Robert Woods. Perfect play, perfect drive as the Rams are now up 7-3. And here's Russell Wilson firing a pass, wide open Jimmy Graham, looking for the easy response. It was a blown coverage. No one took Jimmy Graham as the Rams sent a pretty heavy blitz. And I guess they never accounted for Jimmy Graham. That is a terrible mistake to make as Jimmy Graham burns them for 75 yards, getting his revenge from all those dropped passes. So now Seattle with a 3-point lead over the Rams. Back to return is Courtney Tharp from inside his own 15. He will bring this one out to about the 35-yard line. This brings out Todd Gurley now. Up the middle he goes and picks up about 10 on that play for the first down. First and 10 once again, the exact same play, Gurley down the middle, only picking up 5 this time. This brings up 2nd and 5. Pass to the flat is caught by Gurley, and he picks up all but inches. Now 3rd and inches here. Another pass to the flat. This time it is caught by Gerald Everett, who steps out of bounds after making the grab from the Davidson pass. Now 1st and 10. Deep shot here, and it is broken up, intended for Todd Gurley. Popped straight up in the air. Could have been dangerous if there was a safety in the area. Now 2nd and 10. Look at Fernando Wake coming into the game and just barreling his way through. In Week 17, when the backups were starting, he was magnificent. Now here's Todd Gurley with a catch out of the backfield, and he gets all the way down to the Seattle 10-yard line. 1st and 10. Fernando Wake up the middle. He gets crunched. Now 2nd and goal from the 10. 3 minutes left to go in this half. Plenty of time to work with here as Gerald Everett makes the grab, but doesn't really go anywhere. Now 3rd and goal pass in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Who is that? No, that is Robert Woods. I was about to say Cooper Kupp. Normally it's Cooper Kupp on the slant. This time Robert Woods, and he has his 2nd touchdown, his 4th in the past 2 games against the Seattle Seahawks. He is just on fire right now. He is the Seahawk killer, Robert Woods is, and we just got to continue to feed him the football. Back to return. It doesn't even matter who it was. I believe that was Wingo, but the ball sails out over the top of his head. So the ball comes out now to the 25 and out to the 35 after a 10-yard rush by Thomas Rawls. Now 1st and 10. There goes Wilson on the ground once again. He's really using his legs this game, as on 2nd and 1, using his legs again, and it will slide down. So after a 9-yard run, he picks up the first down on the next one. And now 1st and 10, play action fake, under pressure, shoots one down the seam, and there is pass interference on the play. It will be going against Jordan Lewis, which will bring the ball up to the spot of the foul, which will set the Seahawks up at the 22-yard line. Now Wilson scrambling around. Aaron Donald there in the backfield, but he floats one to the end zone, and it's intercepted! Jordan Lewis with the pick. I believe it was intended for Doug Baldwin, who's getting in a fight right now with John Johnson III. But man, Doug Baldwin just got robbed by Jordan Lewis. Great body position. And now on 1st and 10, back the other way. That is Robert Woods getting lit up after making the 9-yard grab. Now 2nd and 1, pass over the middle, and the drag is caught by Tavon Austin. He turns upfield, picks up the first down, and gets to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Davidson steps up in the pocket, rolls out to his right, fires on the run, and has Tavon Austin there for 9. Now 41 seconds left to go in this half. There's Robert Woods making the grab, but he puts the ball on the ground. It is recovered by Sheldon Richardson. I'm not sure who lit up Robert Woods over the middle. That might have been Bam Bam Cam, or maybe Earl Thomas, one of the two. Maybe even Bobby Wagner. I mean, they're just all over the place all the time. But, man, he just got destroyed, put the ball on the ground, and now the Seahawks have the chance to score points here in the remaining 28 seconds. Wilson tries to take off, but he is brought down. And now on 3rd and 5, that shot to the sideline! And they're actually going to rule this a catch to Amara Darboh. I'm not sure how that is a catch. It looks pretty incomplete to me. They're going to rule it a catch and a fumble, so he fumbled out of bounds. And now on 1st and 10, Russell Wilson using his legs once again. Seahawks all out of timeouts here, so they will settle for another field goal from Adam Vinatieri. But it's been a very strong game for Russell Wilson on the ground so far, and you're going to have to think that the Rams, they need to start spying him soon, put one man that just waits for him to run out of the backfield, because he keeps picking up those first downs and just sliding all over the place. I mean, it's Russell Wilson, and he wants to win this game bad. 1st and 10, pass over the middle. In the final 10 seconds of this game, the Rams call their first timeout with 1 second left now. This is Davidson looking down the seam, has Cooper Kupp, gets to the 37, but they are 37 yards shy of the end zone. So the Rams will go into halftime with a 14-13 lead over the Seahawks in the exact same building where 3 weeks ago the Rams beat the Seahawks by a demanding score towards the end of the game. Anyway, back to return is Justin Davis now from his own 15 to start off the second half. He will be brought down at the 33. And now this brings out Kerry Davidson on 1st and 10. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Who was that? Malik McDowell? I believe so. Maybe Michael Bennett. As on 2nd and 10, up the middle goes Todd Gurley for a gain of 2. This brings up 3rd and 8 here. Rams looking short, and it will be dropped by Courtney Tharp. He heard the footsteps of Bobby Wagner, and to be honest, I would drop that too if I was Courtney Tharp. And now look at this punt right here. Perfect punt by Johnny Hecker. He angled it perfectly with the wind. First and goal, dangerous situation for the Seahawks, but Rawls gets out of it. 9 carries for 26 yards. He has struggled so far today, unlike the last game. 2nd and 3, that give right back to Rawls, and he picks up the first down that time. And then on 1st and 10, off the right side, he is dragged down by his face mask by Malcolm Randall, the rookie middle linebacker, our superstar middle linebacker, the defensive rookie of the year in the NFC, rather. And he can get the job done. 1st and 10, slant underneath is caught for a gain of 9. Now 2nd and 1, up the middle goes Rawls, but he is stopped there by Aaron Donald, who disrespects the man by spitting on him after the play, or pretending to at least. And now on 3rd and 4, quick pass by Wilson to Baldwin has the first down. 1st and 10, up the middle goes Procise now. He'll pick up 2. 2nd and 8, that is Rawls back into the game. He has no gain. And now on 3rd and 8, Wilson taking off once again. That time the Rams are ready for it, but he picks it up anyway after putting the spin cycle on a Ram. He gets across midfield into a Rams territory and is now at the 36, where Rawls will take it for a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7, that pass is broken up there. Great play by Ronald Darby, I believe, covering on that side. Now 3rd and 7. Wilson is dropped out of field goal range. Aaron Donald again having a strong drive and game. So he's just getting it done, Aaron Donald. What a beast Aaron Donald is. As now on their own 18, here is the Rams after the Seahawks punt. That is Gurley being thrown to the ground after a gain of 2. Now 2nd and 8, that is Gerald Everett on the little hitch route. He has a gain of everything but inches. And now 3rd and inches, quick pass over the middle to Cooper Kupp is dropped again. He is lit up there by James Easton, the big linebacker that got an interception the last time these two teams played. And on 4th and inches, another great punt there from Johnny Hecker. Now at the 3, not as good as the 1, but still inside the 5. That is fantastic. 1st and 10, Rawls, though, will get even more breathing room as he brings the ball to the 13. It's everything but inches. But then there is a sack. That's Dominic easily saying, no, Russell Wilson, you're not done yet, as he brings them back to the 3-yard line. The Seahawks still have to be careful here. Play action, fake Wilson in the end zone, and he's going to run right into Connor Barwin, who gets a safety, add 2 points to the Rams score, and there he is, the savior, Connor Barwin coming off the edge, as this game was getting a little too close for comfort. I mean, it still is close, but that 2 points now makes it a field goal that the Seahawks can kick, and this game would be tied, and they would not win the game. So now here is Rams possession after the safety, and Davidson goes down hard as he is sacked by Sheldon Richardson. Now 2nd and 13 after that 3-yard loss. That pass underneath to Gerald Everett is caught. He is lit up there by Earl Thomas, and there's an injury on the play. And unfortunately, it is Kerry Davidson holding his shoulder. That is not good at all. Here comes Case Keenum, who looked good in Week 17, but he throws a pick right off the bat. James Easton, another interception. He's back the other way and into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Oh my goodness, the very first play of Case Keenum coming in to replace Kerry Davidson. He throws a pick 6, and this game could all but be over, as Kerry Davidson dislocated his shoulder, will not be able to return to this game. Case Keenum has got to step up like Nick Foles did for Carson Wentz, or this will be the end of the Rams season. They are down 4 now with 9 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Here is Justin Davis on the return. He brings the ball out to the 28. Todd Gurley has been shut down for the most part by Malik McDowell and Sheldon Richardson, but 1st and 10. Big pass to Tavon Austin. Case Keenum found Tavon Austin down the sideline. Touchdown Rams, and he will give the Rams the lead right back. Fantastic play from Tavon Austin, who flops into the end zone playing dead. What a big time pass. I'm not sure how many yards that was. It said it on the screen, but I did not get to see right there. Was it like 70, 71 yards or something like that? What a fantastic play from Case Keenum, showing off his arm strength. I was starting to doubt him after that pick 6, but man, he got the job done there. Now 8 minutes left to go in this game. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Now they need to score or they will lose, as that is a catch by Rawls out of the backfield. He spins forward for a first down. 1st and 10. Up the seam! That is Doug Baldwin, and he will not be caught into the end zone for a 65-yard touchdown. And that now might be the dagger, as Aaron Donald nearly blocked the extra point. That would be nice, because then the Rams could have kicked a field goal, but instead it'll be roughing the kicker, as Donald missed the ball and went right into the kicker. So man, everything just going bad now. Terrible defensive matchup there. It was just the perfect play against cover 3 right down the middle of the 2 safeties on the right. And now here is Case Keenum back in the game, as he'll find Todd Gurley out of the backfield, as they've pretty much given up with Gurley on the ground, but they will throw to him out of the backfield. And Gurley's a very effective receiver, as look at this, Tavon Austin again! Into the open field, Tavon Austin, touchdown! Oh my goodness, back and forth we go. Big time touchdowns, first from Jimmy Graham, and Tavon Austin, and then Doug Baldwin, and then Tavon Austin again. Man, Tavon Austin is on fire. Case Keenum is stepping up big time, and we might actually have a shot to beat the Seattle Seahawks again and eliminate them from the playoffs and extend our own playoff run, as on the return is Tyler Lockett out to the 27. First and 10, play action fake. Wilson rolls out to his right. He will easily take off here. A ton of room. Gets past the 50-yard line and is brought out of bounds at the 44. First and 10 now from Los Angeles territory. Here's Rawls spinning a man out and getting to the 37 for a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. Wilson looks short, then deep, and it's batted away there by Ronald Darby, denying the man of the football. And now 3rd and 3. Up the middle goes Thomas Rawls. Jukes a man out and gets down to the 30. First and 10, play action fake. Wilson looking deep again. Up the seam. Has a man there. Darbo crawling to the goal line, but he is stopped at the 1. Now 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. It will be the Seahawks going backward because of a false start. 1st and goal here. This is Rawls up the middle. He is stopped there for a loss of 1. Now 2nd and goal. Here is Rawls again off the right side. He meets 3 Rams players led by Malcolm Randall. And now on 3rd and goal, another false start here for the Seahawks. They are just going backwards right now. 2 negative plays, 2 false starts. Here's a toss to C.J. Procise. Breaks the tackle, but is brought down by short tackling there at the 16. Great play. And on 4th and goal, the Seahawks will settle for a field goal to tie this game up from Adam Vinatieri. He's had a pretty busy day. Is that his 4th field goal? I'm pretty sure it's his 4th field goal. Man, he's having a strong game as well, as here comes Justin Davis with just over 2 minutes left to go, and he will be stopped at the 21-yard line. So now the Rams are hoping to just run this clock out, kick the field goal, win the game, but they're going to have to get past one of the best defenses in football. After a 5-yard gain right there from Todd Gurley, 2nd and 5, that is nearly intercepted from Keenum. Now 3rd and 5, Keenum looking short once again. It is caught by Robert Woods, but he does not get there. They will mark him inches shy. He had to dive for the football. When he hit the ground, he moved a little bit towards the line because he wasn't quite there yet. And then he was finally touched by a Seahawks. So now the Seahawks have a chance to win this game. 2 timeouts, a minute 42. Here is Russell Wilson starting from his own 37, thanks to Tyler Lockett. That pass is incomplete as he was under pressure. Now 2nd and 10, Wilson firing, and he has Jimmy Graham on the out route, who is nearly in field goal range across midfield to the 44. Wilson looking deep again, and he has Tyler Lockett at the 17. This could be the end of the game. Aaron Donald says no, though, as the Rams starting to call their timeouts. Rawls up the middle again. The Rams will call their final timeout right here, so a minute 9. The Seahawks, rather, can burn 40 seconds of the clock because the play clock is 40 seconds. And after that false start, that backs them up 5 yards. And a great tackle there by Shane Ray will stop them. So on 4th and 16, and that field goal is good from the 35 from Adam Vinatieri. So now the Rams, they need a prayer. Do not make this series go out like this. Come on, boys. We've got to beat the Seahawks, our big rival. Here's Keenum. 22 seconds left, standing strong in the pocket. Steps up, fires, has Tavon Austin. Austin into the open field. It's a foot race. 10, 5, touchdown Rams. Tavon Austin just saved the Rams season. He outran Earl Thomas III and Richard Sherman. What a fantastic... Oh, no, it's not over yet. It's not over yet! That's Greg the Leg putting one off the upright. The Seahawks still have a chance with Russell Wilson. They have 2 timeouts. All they need to do is get into field goal territory, and they could answer with a field goal and tie this game, and we go into overtime. Oh, no, I'm scared, but as of right now, Case Keenum steps in with poise, throws 3 touchdown passes in the 4th quarter as Wilson lobs one deep, and it's broken up. 4 seconds left. This is the final play of the game. Throws it too short, and it's intercepted. Back the other way goes LaMarcus Joyner. And Tavon Austin with 2 huge touchdowns from actually 3, scored 3 touchdowns in this game. Robert Woods with 2. That's 5 passing touchdowns total. Kerry Davidson was on fire. Case Keenum was on fire. Our passing offense just destroyed the Legion of Boom. Earl Thomas is too slow. Richard Sherman is too slow. And you can blame their age for that. Cam Chancellor wasn't even the picture. That's how old and slow he is. As we beat our division rivals, this is the last time we will play the Seattle Seahawks in this franchise. And it's been so fun at going against them. They've destroyed us most of the time. We always turn the ball over and they always beat us. Yeah, it's always that. But man, this game was absolutely awesome. Tavon Austin, 22 seconds left. Case Keenum winds up. and he gets a ton of yardage as he went 5 for 7, 226, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Todd Gurley 7 for 26. He struggled today, but Tavon Austin, man, 6 catches, 236 yards, and 3 touchdowns. It's just absolutely fantastic what Tavon Austin did. So take a look here. Green Bay beat Dallas 41-38. We beat Seattle 36-33, which means we will be playing Green Bay at home. We are at home, not in Lambeau. We are at home playing Aaron Rodgers, Victor Orr, and the rest of the Green Bay Packers. This is going to be an epic matchup, maybe even more epic than the Seahawks. And now let's take a look at the AFC coming up here. Let's take a look at what they have to do. New England beat Jacksonville 23-12, and then Cincinnati beat Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Chargers lost. No, I wanted to play them in the Super Bowl. That would have been cool, a Los Angeles Super Bowl. But the Bengals upset them. The what 8-7 Bengals or something like that. They have a tie in there as well. That's crazy. So it'll be New England, Cincinnati, and then Green Bay versus Los Angeles. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, your veggies, go to school with the Arrow Films out. Peace.